If you're obsessing over your webinar attendance rate, you're probably tracking the wrong metric. See, most people celebrate big registration numbers while their bank account stays flat. That's the behind the scenes stuff nobody really talks about. I've built webinar systems that have brought in over 77,000 registrants for a single client in a single quarter, and many more case studies. And I can tell you right now, the gurus are lying to you about what actually matters. I want to look at the real data here. This is sourced from publications and other sites. We just wrote a blog article on it. First off, webinars are still the king of lead generation and conversion. 80% of businesses report that webinars actually lower their cost per lead compared to other channels or funnels. See, we had a client spending about $500 to book a single sales call. We switched them to a webinar system live, and that cost dropped to $60. Same audience, different system. So if you think webinars are too expensive or they're dead, you're doing them wrong. Now, I want to talk about getting people there. I want you to stop blasting generic invites. See, the data shows 57% of registrations come from targeted, highly specific email marketing, but you have to segment and you have to pluck on the heartstrings. Don't just say, come to my webinar, target your list, be specific, press on the pain points, and talk about outcomes. That is how one of our clients made $52,000 in a single weekend using a webinar. And we did that by priming and then inviting using targeted emails. Now let's talk about attendance. Best case scenario, only about 40% of people show up live. If you see higher numbers, it's usually internal company meetings, a one off thing, or it's just old data. Real marketing webinars often see 20 to 30%, and that's okay. Why? Because that percentage of attendees, they are engaged, and the others, they prefer the replay. And we've seen replays actually get 3 times the amount of views of the live event. So if you're not optimizing your replay strategy, you're just leaving money on the table. I want you to stop looking at likes or attendance rate even, and I want you to start looking at active engagement and track how many people vote in the polls, answer chat questions, ask questions, etc. If that number's over 40%, I know we're going to make sales. And speaking of sales, most people don't buy live. The data shows that while only a small percentage of people buy during the webinar, the real money is made through the follow up. See, 89% of attendees take action after the event. So here's the bottom line. Webinars generate a 2.5x higher ROI than other funnels or in person events, bluntly put. But if you are chasing vanity metrics, it's a lose lose situation. I want you to focus on systems and ROI, not just registrations or attendance. So, if you want to see how a data driven webinar system could work for your business, we've helped hundreds of coaches and expertise driven business owners generate tens of millions of dollars through strategic webinar marketing systems. I'd like to offer you a no cost, no pressure webinar ROI forecast for your business. I'll personally talk with you through that. beknownonline.com/start is where you should go.